way to come back after the break. Sort of, how do you sort of take this one as the 1 point, or you've now lost 3 straight?
I think you look at it as you have two desperate teams going at it. They're pretty evenly matched, strong defensively, and we had the 2 points. Had a coverage breakdown. Our forward allowed their D to jump into the play there, and they got tied up, and then you lose in the shootout. And I mean, if we win in the shootout, we got the 2 points, and we'd be really happy. So this is a well played game. I mean, for the most part. There wasn't a lot of quality chances on both sides. Early, just recap the game. They came at us real hard early. We were real sharp coming on the blocks, and Pex was really good. First 6 minutes, and then after that, I thought we were real good. It started with our penalty kill. They gave us some momentum, killed off had a couple kills, and gave us some momentum. We went to the power play. Our power play was really good in the first. Carried that momentum. We dominated, I thought, the first period after that point. In the second period, it was back and forth. There wasn't a lot of chances on either side. It was both teams playing pretty solid defensively. And in the third period, they got tied up. I think Pex wanted to have the first goal back again, and then we responded and got the lead, coverage breakdown, and goes to a shootout, and obviously we didn't win the shootout. So Kipper got the better of us, but well played game. We got a point. I'd be really disappointed if we didn't get any points. But when it goes to a shootout, we'll take the point, and obviously we're disappointed. We're not happy we got a point. We were hoping to get 2, but they're good. They're a good hockey team. They're playing really well. They've won, I think, 5 in a row right now. Not giving up much defensively, and so.
Does it hurt that you lost to, or I guess didn't lose, but got 1 point, and they got 2 points to a team like that is chasing you in the playoff hunt?
Well, you always are, but I'm not gonna, this game's over. About an hour from now, I'm gonna forget about it, and we're gonna look forward to Philadelphia, because there's nothing we can do now.
Through your last 4 losses, though, you've had the lead in the third period.
Yeah, that's one. It's a little concerning. We've given up 8 goals, I think, in the last 5 games, in the third period. So we've got to be a little bit better in that area. There's no question. I mean, and it's if I look at all the goals, it's more individual stuff than it is collective stuff.
Being good individual plays against you, or just one guy on
A
your
little
side?
bit of both. A little bit of both, actually. It's not necessarily any team a whole lot of team breakdowns. It's more individual responsibilities. Guys let guys go, just like you saw their second goal.
Spalling left the box there in third. Injured, hurt?
He's okay. He had a little bit of a minor injury before, and just sort of aggravated, so he just got checked out. But he's should be ready to go.
A little uncharacteristic of him taking 3 minors.
Yeah, well, that's gotta be my good defensive line. They're my penalty killers, and they took all the penalties today. I mean, Nick Spalling took 3 alone. I mean, can't have that. Jared Smithson took 1. I mean, those are the guys that killed the penalties, and they were drawing them. I think they actually drew 1 on Spalling for Kippersoft, but there were 4 penalties against. That's not a good night for them.
About the last 5 minutes, it looked like it slowed down to kind of a chess match in both teams.
Yeah, well, I think you got the last 5 minutes. Teams have been real cautious. You got to make sure we get the points. You didn't want to, you were probably playing with a little less risk in some areas, and that's probably true. Because if they need points, we need points, and so I think they were making sure they weren't going to play with a lot of risk, and we did the same.
Playing with the lead, is that more of a mental thing than anything else?
Playing with the lead, you got to keep playing. You can't sit back in the lead now. If you sit back, you're toast. They're going to just be all over you. They're going to draw penalties. They're going to create chances. You got to play 60 minutes in this league. The old days where you could back up and hook and hold your way and deny the forecheck, if you will, those are gone. And you just got to skate. You got to play. You got to win the one-on-one battles. You got to manage the puck well. Stay disciplined. You do all those type of things, that wasn't the case tonight. We did all those things in the third period. They capitalized on the, Peck's won't, the first goal, as I say, he won't let those in too often. And the second goal was just an individual coverage breakdown. So they got the momentum on their first goal, and they sort of carried it in the third.
0-3 against this team this year. What makes them tough to beat for you guys?
Well, we've ran into them when they've been in a desperate stage, and they're pretty sound defensively. They're a pretty deep team. They're a veteran team. They're not a real young team, but they know that they're at the edge of the race here. They got to jump some teams, and so they're playing playoff hockey right now. They're not giving you much defensively. They're elevated their game to the highest. And that's what you're going to see in the last 32 games is teams are going to elevate their games to, especially if you're in the race. And so we're going to see the best that everybody has. And there's not much separation. I mean, you could take the top team in the league. There's probably not a whole lot of separation from about 3 to 14. I mean, it's this much, and that's a hard way to play every night. But you got to play hard, or you're not going to make it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.